Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next retro review. And I'm getting this out a day late. I apologize about that. Last few days have been very tiring. So, very busy, very tiring. But today I'm looking at from Transformers Cybertron, the Decepticon, Wreckloose. Another character from Jungle Planet. This one, if I remember correctly, did not really appear in the show, and if he did, it was a very brief flash, maybe a couple of them, but yeah, he didn't really have a lot in the show, but it was a brand new mold that we hadn't seen before, so that was another reason that I got him, even though he wasn't in the show. But you can see he's kind of an iguana or a monitor lizard or something like that. And of course, he comes with his cyber key. Again, with the Jungle Planet, the translucent green, the silver paint, and the chrome right there. And this is... oh, pardon me. And this is his code. So, yeah. And of course, he can use this, so we can see right there is where it'll plug in. So we just plug it in, and boom, there's the weapon. So kind of neat. I mean, it's different. It's unique. Oh, we'll bring this back. You can see some nice paint there. We got black. We got two different greens, a brown, some silver. We got the Decepticon symbol right there. It's a bit of orange, kind of an orange bronze, something like that. You can see the front feet, the rear feet, and the tail. Oh yeah, very cool. Articulation. The mouth does open pretty far. See, green for the eyes and some gold in there. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, you can see like the silver detail. Oh, weather's changing, so hoping I'm not gotten anything coming down. But yeah, very cool. Again, articulation. The front leg can move back and forth like this. Can move in and out. Two. Bring these forward, and that's going to form the feet. Now these pieces you can sort of just bring out like this, or like this, like any way you want to do it. Then we split the head, and that's going to open up, and that's going to show us his robot mode head. And then we can rotate here, open this up, there's one fist, rotate again at this elbow, close that up, and there's the other fist. And there is Wreckloose in his robot mode, and he's kind of neat. It's definitely a different robot mode. Take a look at the head. You can see a nice big horn, a little bit of hair or something there. The gnarly teeth. Little green for the eyes. It's hard to see because it sort of matches the color of the head a little bit, but you can see a bit of green for the eyes. And there's that chest. You can see a little more silver right there. That green in the middle there. Black and that sort of bronzish gold. And then you can see the tail became the legs. And then we got the arms here. So yeah. You can have these any way you want. You could put them more like this, which actually I think that might work even better. So we rotate them there, and then that it'll help with the articulation a little bit. So it's definitely a plus, as long as you don't. Alright, so articulation, the head just spins. That's it. No up or down, no side to side, so it's not on a ball joint. The arms, because of the transformation, you could bring them up that far. Can do full 360 there. Can do full 360 here. Can bring them out like this. We've got, since that's a ball joint, some nice movement there. And then you can use this as sort of a double elbow, but this is this claw gets in the way of doing a full full movement, unfortunately. Of course, waist rotation, so that's very nice for a little figure like this, having the waist rotation, which it needed for its beast mode, to get to its beast mode. Legs, kick forward that far, kick back that far. No outward movement really. I mean, only about that far. So not a whole lot. Knees, we only get about that much. And then these pieces are on ball joints. You could move them in like that. That's honestly going to be our ankle pivot. But you got basically two, because of how tight that is. So you got either that or that. It's hard to get somewhere in the middle, but it is still a decent figure. And then the foot, you can move up and down. So it is not too bad. Not too bad at all. I do still like this figure. It's a nice addition to the Jungle Planet Decepticons. Even though, like I said, it wasn't in the cartoon, but it was still a brand new figure. And I don't know if Wreckloose was used before or not. Now this, I believe he could hold it as a weapon. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Maybe it's... Whoops. Maybe it's something more like this. Yeah, so the only way you're going to plug it in as a weapon is where it plugged on the back of the head. This right here is going to plug in there. You see it's sort of like a T, but you got to get it into the right position to do it. And there we go. So there he's holding that as best he can as a weapon. So not too bad. Of course, if you want to get those to pop out, you'd have to adjust it in order to get the clearance you need. So sort of seems like he'd use it more as a shield, honestly. But still, not too bad of a figure. He's a little guy. Um, Not really a whole lot to him, like we've seen with a lot of the little guys for the Transformers Cybertron line. But still, he's not too bad of a figure. Definitely, if you want to complete your Cybertron collection, I know like a lot of collectors went for quite a few of the repaints that were released simply because they just some of the repaint can't talk. Some of the repaints looked better than the original paint. I think like one of them that looked really cool was the Red Alert, not the Cybertron Defense Red Alert, the regular Red Alert that was repainted into this whole like kind of pirate motif. I don't remember what his name was, but like it was a big skull on the hood. It was painted to look like one eye had an eye patch type of thing. It was a really cool paint job, and it definitely fit. It made him made that character Decepticon, but it was a really neat paint job. So like some of the repaints like were really cool. I just personally didn't want to get him. Like I said, even though he was really not in the show, it was a brand new mold. We hadn't seen it yet, and it was a nice addition to the figures to really boost the ranks. So if you are looking for these figures, the Takara and the Hasbro are going to be very expensive. However, I had a subscriber or someone comment recently on one of my retro reviews that they've been able to find them. Was it Korean release? I think so. I think it was Korean release. So there's another company that's doing some or has done some releases that's going to be a bit cheaper. I don't know personally like if it's cheaper plastic or anything like that. So I just want to let you know that like some of these companies, even if they are doing official, don't always do the same plastic as Takara or Hasbro. In order to keep their costs down for one reason or another. But they were able to find some of the characters in those, so keep an eye out. They're out there. You know, just be careful on, honestly, with especially if you're getting them off of eBay. Just be careful on the plastic when you get it. Check the plastic. Make sure that, I mean, even though it's 15 years old, 16 years old, the and plastic can degrade, but when figures are made out of cheaper plastic, they don't hold together quite as well. So I cannot guarantee that that's the case. I don't have those. All of mine are Hasbro and Takara, but it's just something to keep an eye out because that has happened before with Power Rangers Zords. Like Korea was doing releases for like the Power Animals from Gal Ranger, and the plastic was just horrible. Like there were so many breakages, and it was insane. So just something to be careful of. Always check to see what you're getting. But again, like I said, Takara and Hasbro are going to cost a bit. Figures like this, you may be able to find this for real cheap, just simply because it's not a more popular figure like some of the others. But yeah. So if you're looking for more additions to your Transformer Cybertron collection, Wreckloose is definitely a nice addition. It's unique. It was a figure we hadn't had before, a mold we hadn't had before, and a nice boost to the Decepticon ranks. So there you go. There's Transformers Cybertron Wreckloose. I hope you got some good information out of this review. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.